Yo, Putin warns Europe against getting involved with his war against Ukraine. Just as Secretary of Defense Pete Hegseth says, he announces that we will not be sending any U.S. soldiers to assist Zelensky against Russia. See, I think Zelensky, he thought that since we have used so many Ukrainian mercenaries in all of our many Middle Eastern efforts, that we will pay him back the same measure of assistance. But no, Zelensky, that was business. You don't have any money. That's why you in Europe begging for money. But guess what? Vladimir Putin just announced that if he sees any European peacekeepers in Ukraine, he will consider it an act of war. Yo, my name is Marcus Russell. This is the Marcus Russell Show. Make sure you hit that like and subscribe button. Let's get right to it.
Well, President Putin says Russia will not retreat from Ukraine and give away anything that belongs to us. He made the comments while speaking to widows and mothers of Russian soldiers killed following his full-scale invasion. Earlier, the foreign minister warned that Moscow would see any European peacekeeping deployment in Ukraine as an act of war. Steve Rosenberg,
that part.
Very latest.
It feels like something is changing in Russia. A country resurgent and unrepentant. Russia feeling more powerful, more confident from seeing...
Yo, all European news starts off like a spy movie. Like every single European news starts off like this.
An American president putting more and more pressure on Ukraine. And as a result, less and less desire here to make any concessions, any compromise. Russia's foreign minister, Sergei Lavrov, made that quite clear. I asked him, is there any way Moscow would agree to European countries sending peacekeepers to Ukraine?
Send a peacekeeper if you want,
Answer, no way.
We see no room for compromise here. This discussion is being held with an overtly hostile aim. This would mean no longer a hybrid involvement, but the direct, official, and unconcealed participation of NATO countries in the war against Russia. And we mustn't allow this to happen.
Yo, matter of fact, Putin said that he has espionage, he has all his tech people involved with this. If he even senses anybody involving themselves financially or any kind of way with Ukraine, he's going to consider it an act of war.
No compromise, but a lot of excitement lately on Russian state TV. America's doing things differently, reads the caption. It certainly is. Just 3 weeks after Donald Trump and Vladimir Putin spoke on the phone, the US has paused military aid to Kyiv and cut off intelligence sharing.
Right now, it feels as if everything the Trump administration is saying and doing is good news for Moscow and very bad news for Ukraine. One Russian newspaper this week described the United States as Russia's partner. How things have turned around.
Later, a private ceremony in the president's office. Vladimir Putin awarding the Hero of Russia medal to the widow of a Russian soldier. Then off to meet more women whose soldier sons and husbands have been killed. We're not going to give ground, Vladimir Putin said. We need the kind of peace that suits us.
Facts.
In Moscow, there's talk of a new world order and a growing belief that Russia is heading for victory in Ukraine.
This growing new world order. Yo, so Putin gave a speech the other day basically saying that he's optimistic about his new relationship with America as opposed to the previous administration, who he said had been holding on to ideological ideas, cliche ideas, which were causing crisis within the international relationships. He was directly talking about our social engineering efforts in developing countries. He said it is clear that not all countries are in favor of two superpower nuclear forces having ties. But guess what, Europe? Nobody but Russia, China, the United States, and India have nukes. And India pretty much hates you, Europe. So if I were you, I mind my business. Because at the end of the day, that's what this is. It's his business. And it's not none of our business. So we're going to stay out of it unless Zelensky wants to sign this enrichment mineral deal and get into business with us. It's business at the end of the day. Let me know what you think think in the comments. My name is Marcus Russell. This is the Marcus Russell Show. Until next time, peace.